There you go. You appreciate that, right? Thank you. And then my stepfather beat me. And then I changed my name back to Spiner, by the way, when I became an actor. I went up to the Actors Equity Office in New York. I knew I was going to be reviewed by the New York Times for the first time ever. And I thought, I want my own name. And I went up to Actors Equity and I said, I'd like to change my name officially for professional reasons. And they said, what would you like it to be? And I said, Ida Lupino. And they said, we've already got an Ida Lupino. And I went, Brent Spiner? And they went, no, you can do that. So I did. What are you drawing? Come on. Nothing. Nothing.
It's not very good.
Boy, you've been punished too, haven't you? I swear, because I said, what are you drawing? Nothing. Let me see. Is it me?
I don't know. It's some guy that kind of...
Fantastic. Fantastic. I like the two-legged chair. Yes, that is. Oh, that's all you could see?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was standing in front of it.
Well, no, because that's my line of sight.
That's your line of sight. But, Ange, could you move so you can see the whole I'm kidding. All right. Do people answer questions at these things?
Yes.
I've never done one of these.
Oh.
Sure. I answer, you ask. That just happened, didn't it? Yeah. From time to time.
Like you do comedy.
Did you hear that? Who said that? Did you say that? It didn't seem like it came from that far back. It seemed like right here. Did you? Are you a ventriloquist? Somebody said, I said from time to time, somebody said, do you do comedy? Right? What was your line?
Do you have sex?
From time to time. Right? Little zombie? Old enough to be your uncle. What?
At Dragon Con, you can do anything you want, be anything you want to be, and she's not really who she looks like she is.
Well, is that so? Are you lonesome? Yes, question.
I got two questions, actually.
Question A.
Question A. Seeing as animated as you are in real life, how hard was it to actually play Data as straight-laced as you had to?
It was simple. Well, no, it wasn't simple. It was simple to play it. The hard part was getting made up every day and learning all that dialogue that made no sense. Really, it was like reading the phone book. I mean, I would open up the script at night after a 16-hour day to learn the next day's work, and my stomach would turn over because I was like, oh, I can't possibly do this. But somehow, miraculously, by morning, if I didn't go to sleep, I could do it. But the rest of it, you know what? Data was not a hard character to play. It was, you know, sort of a symbiotic experience between me and the audience. Because I would say, I do not feel anything, for example. God, that sounded just like Data, didn't it? I love Data. I do not feel anything. Except when I'm with you. You know what? Joke. You get it, right? You're a professional, right? Are you? No, but anyway, I'll be right with you. I promise. You're next. My first, but the audience would literally write in and say, I saw what you were feeling. You were saying you weren't feeling, but you were feeling this. So I could just do nothing. And the audience would paint all the emotions on me. It was really quite wonderful. And given all the other work I had to do of learning lines, I had the audience acting for me. So it was perfect. Oh, question B. I'm sorry. And then
Yeah.
yes.
You want to go get a beer later?
Good question.
Yeah, probably not. But just because, I
You seem like a really cool guy to hang around with, so.
I am. Yes, ma'am.
What was your favorite episode that you have done?
Of what?
What do you think?
Oh, my favorite episode. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I watched the first 20 or so episodes, and then I stopped watching it because I was working for 16 hours a day, and there's just no time to watch the show. I read them, I acted in them. It just felt redundant to watch them, and it got to the point I was working so hard that when I did see the show and I would see the ship go by, I thought I was in it. But my son, I have an 8-year-old son, and he, the other day, for the first time, wanted to watch an episode of Star Trek, and it's on BBC America or whatever, and he TiVo'd an episode. And he said, Dad, will you come watch this with me? And I went, I don't want to watch that. And then he was like, oh, come on. And I thought, you know what, really I should probably. And so I sat down with him and we watched for a little while and then he left. No, but he's into it. He's going to start getting into it, and I'll probably wind up watching episodes I've never seen since I missed about 150 of them. But my favorite episode of the 20 I did see, I didn't really have a favorite. I really loved all of the episodes that featured the character Data. I don't know why. I just love the guy.
He's easy to love.
He's what? He's easy to love.
Yeah. 3 speeds.
Come here. No. Here.
I'm old enough to be your aunt.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I remember you. You were at my bar mitzvah. Yes, ma'am.
For those of us who also love your musical career as well, is there any chance of there ever being a re-release or an iTunes release of Old Yellow Eyes is Back?
There's a chance. I've said this before. When I feel like losing a whole lot more money, I'm going to. Well, no, I would like to really, only because you've heard Dreamland, right? Dreamland is my second CD, which you can purchase on therealbrentspiner.com. It actually is really good, not just because of me, but mostly because of me. And because I sing with this woman, Maud Maggard, who is a genius, and she's Fiona Apple's sister, but that's irrelevant because she, in her own right, is an absolute genius, a singer. And Mark Hamill does all the other voices on it, and he's incredible. Great guy named Mac McKinney did the arrangements, which are beyond beautiful. And my friend Dave Way, who's one of the great engineers and mixers of all time, Grammy Award-winning mixer, did all the sound effects, and it's really an exceptional piece, even if I'm in it. And but it was so satisfying that I thought, let me redo Old Yellow Eyes a little bit, remix it, because I didn't like it particularly. It's too much echo and it's reverb and it's just not right. So I said, Dave, will you remix it? And he said, yeah. Well, I can't find it. But I got the masters. They're in my garage. Seriously, in a box. I moved in 7.5 years ago and I still haven't unpacked. But they're there somewhere, and I was thinking I would re-release it as Old Yellow Eyes Redux.
Reboot.
Right?
Yeah.
And maybe do another song, or maybe re-sing a couple of them, or at least remix the whole thing, but I'm thinking about it.
You should.
Okay, my next guest is someone you all know and love. She's from Ontario. Her name is Ange. You know her, you love her, Ange. So Ange, what's been going on?
I've been working for the Tolkien track here.
Who you work for?
Tolkien track.
The Tolkien track, sure.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, Jared, Tolkien.
Yeah. Oh no, I've read them. I didn't see the movies, but I have read the books.
They're all true.
They're true. Yes, exactly. You're from Middle Earth, right? Yeah, exactly. And what do you do normally for a living, Ange?
I'm a retired vet tech.
A retired vet tech. You just can't get enough of Ange, can you? Fantastic. Retired already at your age.
It's a rough industry.
It is a rough industry, yeah. Wow. So, what was that?
Bob.
Like a dog, right?
Oh, a rough industry.
Right over.
You do comedy?
Who said that? Did you? Security? Thank you. All right. Where? Oh, he's looking around. He's got his hand up. Yes, sir.
I was just wondering who you get starstruck by these days.
What I get starstruck by? Let me think.
Not Elvis, though.
Well,
Not that.
no, I love Elvis, but you know what? Honest to God, I when I became an actor and I went to Hollywood, or I went to New York first, and then I went to Hollywood. But for me, the greatest thrill was getting to meet these people who were heroes of mine, and I mean, I'm a real fan, and there's literally nobody left I want to meet. I've met them all. I was in an elevator with Larry Hagman last night, and I went, okay, book closed. That's it. Fantastic. Yeah. Zombie? What is your name?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron the Zombie.
Aaron Zombie.
Cool. What's up, Aaron?
I actually have a two-part question.
Part A?
Part A. Just out of curiosity, when they introduced Spot,
Yes.
A, how thrilled were you about that? And
No.
B, what was the whole, was it just for Data to become more human-like? Like, was that the whole experience for Data, or was it a symbiotic relationship of, oh, it needs a owner?
And what did you do to that cat that it changed sex in the middle?
What did I do to the cat that it changed sex in the middle?
Data was experimenting.
Yeah. It was another little experiment in humanity. Actually, you know what? I didn't do anything. I had nothing to do with the cat. But I was not thrilled that they brought a cat to act with me. Because I have to say, in all fairness, that cat was the worst actor I've ever had. Seriously, worse than Dorn.